Alrighty, so this is just a basic tutorial, or an intro rather, of radians and arc length. Okay, so this is just the basic equation, 0, or this opening right here, into the arc, which is generally measured in degrees, or radians as well, is equal to the arc length, which is this green or this black thing here, divided by radius, which is measured in orange in both equations. Okay, and this equation can be mixed around to make lots of different things. So let's get into some examples here. What is the length of arc S in the equation shown below? So if we go back here, S is the arc length, which divided by the radius, which is 6, is equal to 3 pi over 5. So this is the first way I'm going to show you here that you can reconfigure this equation. So if you multiply both sides by 6, you can reconfigure the equation. So it's now S equals 3 pi 6 divided by 5. Remember, you have to multiply 6 by that side, which is why it works. So in that way, you can use the equation to figure out arc length, which I'm just going to write as A, equals in this opening or angle multiplied by the radius. So yeah, it'll be 3, and we'll do it in fraction form, 3 pi 6 over 5. What is the measure of this opening in radians? So this problem's a lot simpler because we have the measure, but remember, we can just multiply this by the opening to get to 5, because 2 times the opening will always equal 5. But now going back to the original configuration, this opening also equals arc length, which is 5 over 2, which means it equals, and this arc length here, and most of the time actually, you'll measure it in radians, which is essentially how many radiuses it is. So yeah, because, yeah. So it's 2.5 radians. An arc subtends a central angle measuring 3 pi divided by 5 radians. What fraction of the circumference is this arc? So this arc here, this arc is 3, or first we need to figure out the size of the arc, which is this thing here. So we're just going to multiply 3 pi over 5 times r. So now we have 3 pi r over 5 divided, and all of this here is divided by 2 pi r, which is, as we all know, the circumference. So okay, so the 2 pi's can cancel out, the 2 r's can cancel out, and now we're left with 3/5, which I'm now going to move to decimal form. So that's 0.6, otherwise known as 60% of a whole point, divided by 2, which equals 0.3. So it's 0.3 as a decimal, which means as a fraction, it'll be 3/10 of the circumference. Alright, last one. So, I encourage you, pause the video here and try to solve this one yourself. Alright, if you did, good job. If not, we're gonna go over it now, so it's fine. Okay, write a formula for R, in terms of line O. I need to learn how to say this thing, based on the image below. So, the radius is the same thing. Since, using the original equation here, we can just flip-flop these two things, since we know multiplying both of them will get us to the arc length. So this is the final configuration of the equation. So the radius is equal to the arc length divided by the opening. Okay, and so we don't have the radius, and we don't have the opening, but we know the arc length is 7 pi. And since it says just write a formula, that's all we actually need for this problem. So it's 7 pi over symbol. So yeah, everyone, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped, and good luck on your homework. Alright, bye.